Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Nine Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So, I came across a video where a black woman was actually calling on the 47% of white women that voted for Kamala Harris, right? Now, because I have been seeing videos of them asking, where is Kamala Harris? Where is Kamala Harris? Why are you looking for her? Is she owing you? She doesn't owe anybody anything. So you all should just shh and start looking for Kamala Harris because she ain't doing anything. And there is nothing she can do also at this point in time, right? So this woman is also asking, why is it that white women are not also moving out, coming out to go do something for themselves? Because they already know that our black people cannot go out. And she also said, the black people, if they come out here to start doing like what they have done for us all these years, they might not have, they might end up not getting home, which they also know. But number one is that our black people are not coming out no matter how hard it gets. I hope that is clear. So you all see, the reality is that these people have all the power to dismantle the system, the racism and every other thing going on. But the thing is, how are they supposed to dismantle it when it is to their own benefit? Right? So how do you want them to do that? Now, I am going to say this because I have been seeing them asking, voted, I am one of the good ones. I am one of the good. I don't care who is the good one or who is the bad one because as it stands, I cannot differentiate. Why? I am blind in one eyes. So I don't know. Let's get into this video.
The 47% of white women that voted for Kamala Harris, bring your ass because you on the fucking docket today. And because I already know how you bitches operate, let's get some church announcements out the way. 1, when faced with uncomfortable truths, a true ally will accept the information rather than react to it. 2, if it don't apply, let it the fuck fly. In other words, don't bring your sensitive Susie asses in my fucking comments telling me how your best friend is black and giving me a laundry list of things you've done to help the black community. This is me preemptively telling you I don't give a fuck. 3rd, as far as my content is concerned, the feelings of white people, particularly white women, would never be centered nor considered. So if you're white and you follow me and what I'm about to say offends you, there's no need to announce your disappointment nor your departure. You can simply get the fuck out. Now let's get down to business. 47% are particularly the ones that go above and beyond to tell black people, but black women in particular, that you're a part of the 47%. It's not that you do it because of your love, support, and solidarity of black women. It's about your image. Because you need to be on record as being part of the 47%. So you're not perceived to be a part of the 53% because that's MAGA. Because for whatever reason, you seem to think that you're better white women than they are. And newsflash, you fucking aren't. Now, while you may not subscribe to and or believe in their racist beliefs and ideologies, as white women on a daily basis, you still benefit and profit from said racist beliefs and ideologies, none the fucking less. Another thing is that it's not lost, and it's not lost on me, and it's definitely not lost on white women. No generation of white people, especially white women, have ended white supremacy. Now, the only thing to do to end white supremacy in this country is to dismantle it and relinquish your white privilege. 2 things that are a bridge too far for you bitches, especially the last, which is why you'll change the name of a school, you'll change the name of a sports team, you'll take down statues, you'll volunteer in the very neighborhoods that you're gentrifying and pushing my people out of just to assuage your fucking white guilt. You will do everything but give up that white privilege. White people are inherently mediocre. You motherfuckers have to work not to be. And that's a topic for another time, but trust and believe I will be circling the fuck back. And it is because of your white mediocrity, which is why you require so much of black women that you'll never require of yourself because you bitches can't deliver. White women are the only people on the face of this fucking earth that will betray you and then demand that you make them feel better about doing it. You don't have to tell me I'm wrong because I already know I'm fucking right. Because you do it all the time. And it's because of your white mediocrity that you don't mind being supported by black women. You want to be supported and defended by black women, but you don't want to be led by black women. Because in order for you to be led by black women, You have to, one, acknowledge your shortcomings, and two, forego being the center of fucking attention. And considering the fact that you bitches are born with main character syndrome, that's a fucking habit you hoes can't fucking kick. But what really bothers me is you white bitches that are all about, where's Kamala? I mean, we need her. She should be working. So you want a black woman to do a job that you didn't elect her for. Because see, what you want is you want your individual vote counted, but you don't want the collective one to be counted. And it's the collective vote that makes the fucking decision. And as a collective, you once again voted for your whiteness. Because one thing about you white women, you talk the fucking talk. But when it's time to walk the walk, you walk your ass right on over there to whites only. And this election is no different. And you don't want your ashy and crusty ass heels to be held to the fucking fire about that shit. You want to act like it didn't exist, like it didn't fucking happen. And what pisses me off is that when Hillary Clinton lost, you bitches put on a pink pussy hat, you did your little fucking march, you went to Starbucks and you called it a fucking day. You let that white lady lose in peace. You let her go take a fucking break, go out on the lecture circuit, make her motherfucking money, and go mind her fucking business. But the black woman, you want her to do the job you didn't fucking hire her to do. You should have thought about that shit when you was voting for the trickle-down patriarchy. Because you bitches gonna learn that the patriarchy was designed by white men for the sole benefit of white men. They view you as still being their property, just like you still view black women as being fucking yours, and we're not. Kamala Harris don't owe you shit. Black women don't owe you shit. But you bitches owe us everything. And when I say everything, I'm talking everything. Because not only have we protected you, but we fucking raised you. And in some cases, your entire fucking lineage. You were sucking on our fucking ancestors' tit because your fucking mothers couldn't be bothered enough to do it themselves. They went from wanting to be on the fucking porch drinking iced tea to just being drunk and popping pills because they fucking hate their lives. Black women raised you. Black women saved you. But that shit is done. You bitches been running an open tab since 1619, and you long bad bitches, it's time to settle the fuck up. Kamala Harris owes you nothing. You should have thought about what you needed when you was in that fucking voting booth. You made your fucking choice as a collective, and it was to uphold white supremacy and keep your fucking white privilege. Fucking own up to it. And just as a reminder, this is my platform. I say what the fuck I mean, and I mean what the fuck I say. Case closed and court fucking adjourned. You should remember that before you step your ass into my fucking comment section. Have the fucking day you deserve.
Hey TikTok fans, so I have wrestled with doing this post for several days now, but I have prayed about it and I feel like this is what I'm being called to do. So much so that I'm getting teary-eyed about it. But because I'm so passionate about this, y'all, I really am. But I'm calling on white people, and white people from both sides. I don't care who you voted for in the election. I just please want you to listen to this, because I'm trying, for the first time on my platform anyway, to throw my hat in the ring of uniting us. Because I think for us to overcome what is happening right now, we're going to have to unite. And I understand there are some people on both sides that are never going to do that, and that's okay. But I believe that the vast majority of us are more in sync than we would even know or admit. But before I start this, I want to lay down some ground rules. And this is going to be long, but I want you to listen, and I hope that you will. Number one, there will be no name calling from either side. And I've actually put filters on my TikTok so that if you make comments with any of the commonly used words to talk about the other people, that your comment won't be posted, and I will delete it. And if you get through and you make a hateful comment, I will delete it. And if you're really, really super hateful, I will delete and block you. And if you come for me, I will delete it. Because I'm not taking the white men out there calling me trans and saying, oh, hey, sir, who are you? When did you transition? No, we're not doing that. Let's all be respectful, and let's all listen with open ears and open hearts. That's all I'm asking you to do for the next few minutes. Y'all, we are at a critical impasse right now. And we, white people, have to do something. We have the ultimate power because we have the numbers. We also have the privilege of our skin color, because you can argue about privilege all you want, but you know, and I know, that if people with brown skin go out in these streets and start doing some of the stuff that needs to be done, they will be killed. They will be killed. We are much less likely to be killed, if at all. So that alone puts us on the front lines and why we should be on the front lines. And I hope that y'all are starting to see, some of you on both sides, that this is not about either political party, really, at the end of the day. It is about the rich 1%, the super rich oligarchy against the 99% of us. That's what it's really about. That's what it's always been about. That's what I've always been upset about. I don't love Democrats, but I'm voting against Republicans or current Republicans because they are part of that 1%. And I hope that some of the people that voted for Trump, I have seen some of you start to come around. Lower inflation on the first day. I will do this immediately. None of that is happening, and now he is actually blaming it on the last administration. He has rounded up a whole bunch of brown people, but I really truly think that was mostly for show, to act like he was doing something and to appease people who were really upset about immigration. And let me just say also, I don't love all the parts of open borders. This is the thing, y'all. Side note, there's a lot more commonality again in our beliefs than we let ourselves admit. And this is not the time, though, to nitpick on illegal aliens or trans rights or anything else. This is the time to save our country. Because this man, Trump, said on Saturday, and I'm not quoting this exactly, said that he will violate the law. He said he who saves his country does not have to adhere to the law, or something like that. So he is saying out loud, not rhetoric, not maybe, but this is not, I might do this. This is, I'm going to do this. This is a warning. And he is waiting to see what kind of pushback he receives. And everyone, I hope you understand that what he is saying is, when he does this, he will be a dictator. He will be a dictator, and more than likely, lots of people are anticipating that he will enact martial law. And when he enacts martial law, and if you don't know what that is, please go Google it, that will affect all of us. All of us. There will be shortages of food. We will not be able to get health care. We will not be able to get medications. There will be all kinds of stuff going on. There will be a huge policing effort on everyone. And just because your skin is white does not mean that you will not be affected by this. Trust me, this is on the 99% of us. This will be all of us suffering. All of us. All of us. And I don't know how to say that more, but too many white people are still sitting around on both sides, tra-la-lying, posting their TikToks, doing whatever, and thinking that they're not going to be affected because they're white. And it is already affecting you, and it is going to continue to affect you. I don't care whether you're lower class, middle class, on WIC, have a 401k, I don't care. It's going to affect us all. And I hope that we can figure out how to come together and work together, because I'm telling y'all, we have failed already in a huge way. We should have had millions of people out on the street protesting this. And there are protests going on, but they are not near big enough. There are thousands. They need to be millions. Already in a huge way. We should have had millions of people out on the street protesting this. And there are protests going on, but they are not near big enough. There are thousands. They need to be millions. And if we fuck around much longer, we are really all going to find out. And don't say, oh, I want to punish them. I want to punish them. This is going to punish all of y'all. I don't know how to say this. I keep saying this over and over again, but this is going to punish all of us. And as far as Uncle Elon, if Uncle Elon could have saved us, why didn't he save us all before now? He's had this money forever. He spent $40 billion on Twitter. He could have solved world hunger with that kind of money. He could have solved homelessness in America. He could have done a lot of really great things with his money. He chose to do none of them. He chose to buy an app. And yes, it is his money, but I'm just saying, if the man wanted to do good, he's had opportunity to do good. What makes you think he's doing good now? He, again, is part of that 1%. And it is those 1% against us. against us, all of us. And as white people, we have the numbers, we have the privilege, we have the ability, really the only ability, to push back on these billionaires and say, fuck no, you're not going to ruin our lives. You're not going to take over our country. You're not going to step on the Constitution. For those of you who say you're great patriots and believe in the Constitution, everything, almost everything this administration is doing is unconstitutional. And by saying he's not going to follow the law, that is supremely unconstitutional. So don't say you're a good patriot and you support the Constitution if you're supporting this. I don't know what the answer is. I started a Patreon, the link is in bio, and this wasn't why I did this post. And I know there are other people coordinating things and things are starting to pick up. But y'all, we got to pick up this pace fast. Like now. And I know this is a super long video. We're now over 8 minutes, and I'm sorry. But I'm super passionate about this. So I just hope you all will listen on both sides. And we will start coming together to fight back against this 1%, because that's really where the fight is, y'all. They have kept us divided for a reason. They have fed both sides rhetoric and lies and bullshit to keep us from coming together, because they know if we come together, we will fuck them up. And that's what we need to do. We need to be coming together and fucking them up. So thank you for listening. Please share this as widely as you'd like. I've turned on duets. So, yeah, I want this to get out there, and I hope that you will have listened this long, and thank you for doing so. But y'all, we got to bring this together, because no one is coming to save us. The military is not going to save us. White rich men are not going to save us. Europe is not going to save us. Canada is not going to. No one is coming to save us. No other country, no other faction, no one is coming to save us. We, the 99%, have to save ourselves, and we have to start that now. And again, go look at my Patreon link in bio if you'd like to see what's there. There's some advocacy information there. Again, now I'm 10 minutes, but thank y'all. I hope you listened. I hope we can do something together. Good luck, God bless, and love y'all.
This video tells you that they are really tired, and I am not coming out means I am not coming out. Like the other woman said, I love the fact that some of them are beginning to understand that the silence of Black women and how they say they are not coming out and they are not coming out. She said, we can actually go out there to do something and march, right? You all go ahead and march. Because people that look like me, I'm marching this time around because we want to come back to our families. They have families, right? They have families to feed. So you all go out and do something. And there is something that I have been telling us, like something I've been saying here constantly. If there is anybody to dismantle this racism of a thing, white women can do that in a twinkle of an eye. They hold that power. But trust me, I have tried as much as I can to dissect this to like in a way that we will understand it. Why am I saying this? I am saying this because I remember I brought one video for us here last year where a white woman who was asked about the coming election and who does she want to vote for and why does she want to vote for. And she said, I cannot vote for Kamala Harris. Why? Because I feel like Black men, we have so much power over my husband, right? So for that reason, I do not want my husband to depend on a Black person to feed himself. So what happens to us? That was what she said. What happens to us? What happens to everything we have acquired and all that? So it means, we will not even be able to get a job and all that. I have said this over and over. Now, the reason why they have been silent with everything going on, they see the brutality, they see the disrespect, they see the denigrate. Like they already see everything that happens to Black people, the redlining, the police brutality, and the rest of them. They see all of it, right? But they keep asking themselves, how am I supposed to help those people out? If I help them out, so who will I? Because I feel like, oh yeah, there is someone that I am better off. No matter what is going on, you probably may not get to me. And that was the audacity and the courage they had that made them vote for who they voted for. Check it out. I know what I am saying. That was their core belief that, yeah, I am going to vote for this man. Why? Because I am immune and nothing will ever happen to me because I got the privilege and I got the color of privilege, right? So I will be covered and nothing will happen to me. So unfortunately, their everything did not even protect them. That's why you see them running around and everybody saying, can we unite? You and who unite? You had all the opportunity to unite at the polling unit. You all misused it and now you all are calling. And not just that they are calling, they are also being disrespectful with their call. And I remember I brought a video here where one said, Black people are the only community that will make things work, but they choose to sit back at home, and which I do not blame them. Thank God, you cannot blame them because they have sacrificed a whole lot for you people. What have you sacrificed for every other people and them? It is always, they want your reading, but they do not want your blues, right? When it is going good, let's go suck them, leech them, and after that, they will tell you, thank you so much for your services, and then zoom off to the next election. Like I screamed out so hard before I started screaming this before election, and the election happened, and it was also what Black people predicted, and that was Black people will never sit democracy, no matter how hard it becomes. Everybody will have to sit on that till how long it gets. So what I am saying are you people, are they going to hit the story or are they waiting for Black people to also bear them out because there ain't anything like that? So you all get ready, hit that story and get it right. Well, for us, we are not there. I'll see you all in my next video. Signing out. Bye for now.